Many people who are just learning about fake profiles and romance scammers often come to us asking what they need to look out for when chatting online to someone they've just met. Oftentimes, for us, fake profiles are easy to spot, and to those trained to know what to look out for, but it might seem impossible for others who are new to this whole world of online romance scammers. Here are a few tips on how you can ID a fake profile before it's too late. The first thing you really need to be aware of is the fact that you do not have to friend a person to chat with them. Too many people come to us saying they friended the person on Facebook and then discovered that they were a fake scam profile. By that time, the scammer had gone through the target victim's profile, captured all of their friends' profile links, and started to try and scam their friends and family. Also, their personal photos had been stolen as the target victim friended them, allowing the scammer access to their personal albums. If you meet someone on a social site like Facebook or Instagram, you do not have to friend them or allow them to follow you in order to have a conversation. Never friend someone you do not know or have some in-person connection, such as a coworker or friends that you really know outside of the internet. Chat with them first in Messenger. Feel them out and see what they have to say. Some quick things to look out for, of course, is the photos. Take a look at the photos of the person. Run them through photo search sites like Google, Yandex, or TinEye. See what results come out. If they show up on tons of anti-scam websites as stolen photos, for example, then you know that you're likely talking to a scammer. Or, if you're talking to a man named Bob Smith, and the photo search results say it's a Serbian politician with a very different name, then you know they're stolen. Photo search sites, though, don't always give clues as to who the photos belong to. Scammers are stealing photos of people that we don't know, and they don't show up in search sites. So then what? Can you see their About section? What does it say? Are you talking to a 50-year-old man named Tom Smith, but all his likes are West African rap stars or West African movies? Are his likes all strange and don't match the person? Are you talking to a big, buff American military man, but his likes are women's hair care products and nail salons in Nigeria? See that as a huge red flag, and it happens more often than not. Look at the URL. Finding a URL on a computer is easy. It's located on the toolbar at the top of your computer where it says HTTP. On phone, though, generally the URL on social media such as Facebook is found by tapping the three dots next to the message or friend button, and it'll take you to the URL, which is usually found at the bottom. If you're talking to a man named Stephen Jones and his URL is something like Chukwuku Easy Boy Money, then it's a clue that you're speaking to a scammer who simply changed the name on his profile and uploaded a stolen pic. URLs on Facebook, once chosen, cannot be changed. What the person says to you is almost more important than the photos they're using. Is a person a widow? One child? Is the child with a nanny or in boarding school? Did the wife die of cancer, car crash, during childbirth, or blow up in a gas explosion? Yes, that's a very popular excuse that scammers say happened to their wives. These are popular stories scammers using fake profiles tell. Did the wife run off with the best friend? Is the person you're talking to an engineer, a military soldier, working on an oil rig, or a doctor or gold buyer? All sorts of engineers are popular fake professions for scammers to use, from water and electrical to oil rig engineering, road construction, as well as building bridges and roads and architecture. Is a person from California City or Texas City? Many scammers seem to think that these are major towns in the USA. In reality, they're not, and scammers often say that their fake profiles are from these cities, in addition to Los Angeles, Bell, California for some reason, and New York City is another popular location. How does a person type? Do they call you honey, baby, queen, or how about dear? Are they graduates of Oxford University? This is also a very popular college for scammers to say their fake profiles have gone to school. Read what they write to you. If you're talking to a man who claims to be 56 years old, an engineer born and raised in California, but his sentence structure is very poor and his grasp of American slang and English is poor, see it as a huge red flag. No matter how hard scammers try, a large majority of them always stray back to their natural way of speaking. Am from the state, dear. Am an engineer, want to get to know you, cause you pretty. Often they flood you with loving words. A picture is worth 1,000 words, or I was looking for an old friend and came across your profile. You're a beauty, stop me. Are they telling you that they're not always on the site and they want you to download Hangouts or WhatsApp? Scammers are quick to capture target victims on apps because their fake social media profiles could get reported and taken down at any time. In the event they lose their fake profile, they always have you on an app like Hangouts or WhatsApp. These are just a handful of clues to look out for. At the end of the day, you do not have to friend a person you don't know, and if there are red flags, don't be afraid to block them. You don't lose out by blocking a suspicious person. Don't be afraid to play detective. All the information and tools you need to investigate a person are totally free to use online. Do your homework and remember what to look out for. The only way to stop these scammers is by educating victims and target victims on what to look out for so they can block. Blocking slams the door right in the scammer's face who's trying to invade your life. Stay safe and don't lose yourself in fake words and romantic gestures. It's all about the game to get you to send cash and cards. And these are just a few tips to look out for when you're just meeting somebody online. We're often asked this and how we can tell if a profile is fake. If you follow these steps while you're talking to somebody, you can probably clue in to see if they're real or they're fake. But when all else fails and you're unsure, keep in mind if someone asks you for money, gift cards, for you to upload a Cash App, or wanting your bank information, block them. It is always 100% a scammer.